Hello, my friend. If you are living your life in fear of uncertainty, you are going to make it very hard for yourself. You are not going to be forthright, enterprising, curious, engaged, enjoying yourself, discovering new things. You're going to be holding back, and you're going to be living in a defensive position, probably reacting quite strongly when people oppose you or criticize you, and probably quite shattered when something goes wrong, because you become so frightened of everything that can go wrong that you are not practicing your courage and your ability and your skill in dealing with difficulty. You are becoming, my friend, like the boxer who goes into the ring afraid of losing the fight. You are, my friend, like somebody who is going on an adventure but is constantly so afraid of getting hurt that they're not walking freely, and they're not enjoying nature, and they're not getting the benefit at all because they are afraid of stumbling and falling. This is not a way to engage with an adventure. When you see a child going into a playground, afraid to try out all these wonderful opportunities because they have been told they might get injured, you know there is something wrong, don't you? Because you know that that child needs to go out there and have fun. And yes, they will hurt themselves, but it shouldn't matter too much. It should never be something that is unovercomable. And they learn that it is part of the cut and thrust of life and part of learning new things and having fun with your friends. You cannot inure yourself against difficulties and problems. The more you try to ward them off, and the more dangerous they will seem to you. You have to recover, my friend, the spirit of adventure that is the existential spirit of being inspired by life itself. And that existential muscle will only get developed if you throw yourself in at the deep end and you engage with life. It doesn't mean looking for danger, and it doesn't mean taking risks that aren't sensible. No, it just means that to get up in the morning is a privilege, and it is something that brings you a new day full of possibilities. And yes, it will be full of problems to solve and obstacles to jump over and scratchiness with other people, and it will entirely depend on your engagement, your level of understanding, your level of willingness to find a solution, how that will pan out for you. So stop being so frightened, and don't be like the lover who is so afraid of losing their partner that they are constantly avoiding new things, and they're constantly jealous, and they're putting the other person off. Because this, my friend, is what you're doing to yourself when you are frightened of uncertainty, and when you live on the defensive, because when you're on the defensive, you're always already on the back foot. Learn to go on the front foot and meet life and meet other people and breathe and do these things out in nature and rediscover your capacity, your levels of energy going up, your enjoyment going up, your sense of what is possible in life expanding, because you're no longer reducing your possibilities in fear, but you're actually welcoming them and opening up to them and embracing them and learning to get better at making the most of everything on your path. Because that, my friend, is what you were born to do. And as you become more subdued and more defensive, there is less of you. And as you open up again, you will amaze yourself at actually what you are capable of and what life is able to do in supporting your initiatives. Trust yourself and trust life and have some joy in it again. Joy in expanding who you are.